Very special night for me, too, because usually when I'm on the stage, it means I'm unemployed. I gotta thank the Comedy Caravan because they always supply me with grocery money between my multiple firings. I mean, if you're familiar with our career, yeah, I get fired a lot. Well, it's a business, you know. You get fired a lot. You know, people get fired in this business that I'm in broadcasting, and you can't take it personally. You just have to move on because you never know when you're going to work with those suckless bastards again. Who would take everything you have from your family and throw you in the street? But I'm not bitter. I'm pretty happy now because I'm still employed, though. But it's not too bad being employed because you get used to that. Like I said, in broadcasting, and it's every now and then it's fun to hit that office at 6th and Cedar, have that reunion, because if you've ever been through that experience, you know what a delightful time that is with your job counselor. Jim, this is your 4th job in 3 years. What seems to be the problem? Well, I don't know. I might have a bit of an anger problem, but you're the fucking expert. What do you think? She suggested counseling. Not as a profession, though. It's cool, though, when you're unemployed, though. Usually with me, anyway. I spend a lot more time with the wife, which means we get busy a lot more often. Sorry for that visual, if you just had dinner. Of me getting busy with the wife. You know what that means, right? That means we're more intimate, more affectionate. I don't know if we just have more time together, or the fact that she's from Shively and has that natural attraction for unemployed men, Oh, don't give me that. Oh! You're talking to a news journalist up here. That's right. I'm the fluff reporter for 32. That's what everybody in news wants to be referred to, especially a man. You're the fluff guy. And if you know what that means in the pornographic industry, and looking out here, I imagine that many of you do. So you get that joke, so you know what a fluffer is. I'm not that kind of fluffer. I do the fluff news. That's the fluff. You won't see me standing out in front of the White House going, "This is Jim Bullitt from the White House," unless there's "This is Jim Bullitt from the White House," and there's an Easter egg hunt going on right around here. I do the breaking news, like unscheduled bake sales, newsworthy high school musicals. That's me. But I'm the fluff guy. But that's not the fluff guy from the XXX ratings, okay? All right? I know you know what that means. I've seen the videos you rent next door. But there's also another term for it I don't like anymore. It's soft news. Who's the soft guy around? That's me. I'm the soft guy, but I'm still happy to be employed at 32. If you get a chance, watch us in the morning, have a good time. I'm working right now. Are you ready to get busy with some real comedians right now? As you know, they're all auditioning tonight for a spot in one of the most prestigious comedy festivals in the country, the Boston Comedy Festival, from Jim McHugh. He's here tonight. He'll be performing. What a gig this guy has, man. Goes around from town to town, has comedians kissing his ass. I'm guessing he's not paying for his drink like we are. Is that right, Jim? But several comedians here wanting to get that prestigious spot. Are you ready for your first one? Are you ready to go, guys? You're still thinking about the XXX thing. My wife and I getting busy, right? You're weird, man. I like you. Please welcome to the stage someone very familiar, you're familiar with, my brother, my friend, dreadlocks in training. Give him a big hand, Mr. John Richardson.
Get ready for the revolution. Come on, what you say?
Come on, Jim Bullitt, y'all. I know y'all are confused. How are John and Jim brothers? Because Jim's white and I'm regular. He'll tell you it's like different strokes before the prison years. I was watching TV before I came over here. There's a commercial on TV tonight where somebody's trying to tell you guys the 5 most important words anybody could ever want to hear are, "You've been to Weight Watchers." I don't agree with that. I think the 5 most important words anybody could ever want to hear are, "The test came back negative." I'm going to be up here for a few minutes working hard for you guys. I'm going to try my hardest to do a great job for you. Not just a good job, but a great job. Because the last black man in Kentucky that was just good got a coach at Minnesota now. I don't really care about the Boston Comedy Festival because I get up there and do something crazy like show up in a New York Giant jersey and a Yankee hat. I know what you guys are thinking. Big John, he's tall, he's handsome, he's funny, he must be great with the ladies. Nope. And I know I'm not good with the ladies because there's never been a woman drive 9 hours in a diaper to fight for me like that astronaut woman. I did meet this one girl though. We're dating now. I love her a lot. When we first met, she was staring at me. She's like, I like looking at you. You have an interesting look. I said, well, what's that mean? Because the Elephant Man got an interesting look and you ain't dating him either. When we talk about comedy, she's like, John, tell me the truth. If you're on stage and nobody's laughing, is it embarrassing? No. There are more embarrassing things than being on stage and nobody laughing. Like, I could be a Republican senator from Idaho. I just tell jokes. And you knew that guy was lying when he said he wasn't trying to get with the cop in the stall next door. He was just picking up some toilet paper off the floor. You knew that was a lie. Think about it. Ladies, how many straight men you know clean up? Fellas, how many of y'all gonna pick up some toilet paper off a public bathroom floor? We know guys whose job it is to do that will see toilet paper on the floor and look at it and say, second shift will be here in a minute, they'll get it. Not like you guys. You guys are doing the important things. When it's funny, you're laughing. When it's not funny, you ain't doing nothing else. No, that's really cool because every once in a while people like to holler out stuff and interrupt and then afterwards they'll say, it's a comedy show, I was just helping out. I don't understand that. I don't, because I've never gone to McDonald's and ran around to the grill, started flipping burgers, saying, it's a restaurant, I'm just helping out. In fact, you people do that. Go to the hospital tomorrow and just start stabbing people. Say, I'm doing surgery, just helping out. I was going to dress up tonight, but I was talking to my daughter today. She said, Daddy, I saw you on the CMT thing. What's with the hair? I said, I've been watching ESPN. I've been seeing these athletes. I figured I could do it. So why you do the comedy thing in the suit? And the suit is for me. This way, if you guys weren't laughing, you could say, well, the guy's not that funny, but doggone if he ain't looking good. I stopped wearing the suit because she said, Daddy, the problem is with the hair, you do look like an athlete. On trial. I said, you would know the Bengals are your team. I like to make fun of athletes. You want to know why? In professional football, basketball, baseball, there's a thing called a trade. You know what that is? Trade is, I don't want you on my team, so I found you another job at the same pay on another team. I promise you will never go to UPS and hear a supervisor and say, listen, you are the best package sorter we got, but I'm going to send you to FedEx for 2 drivers and a sorter to be named later. You know what I really like about being here traveling? Because when I travel, people like to make fun of us, and I don't get that. I'm in Florida, people are making fun of me, and I'm thinking to myself, isn't this the state where y'all weren't smart enough to fill out a ballot correctly, messed up that presidential election? So from now on, if you're from Indiana and you hear somebody from Florida say something like, who's your daddy? You say, the man who filled out a ballot correctly. Because when they said to me, we hear you people in Kentucky don't wear shoes, I said, you don't need shoes to fill out a ballot correctly. You can do it to a bunch of different states. We got friends from California. You know how them Californians are. Ooh, we're from California. The state where the governor is the star of the movie, Kindergarten Cop. I got cousins from New York City. Ooh, New York is so much better than Kentucky. New York is where the Knicks play. Now, some of y'all didn't get that. Let me explain. The New York Knicks are one of the worst teams in professional basketball. Remember that little autistic boy, J-Mac, never played high school basketball before? In the last game of the season, 4 minutes, 30 points. Remember that guy? Yeah. Look at the tape. He shot them 30 points over the Knicks. Let me put it another way. The reason we can't find Osama bin Laden, he sits on the Knicks bench. Nobody goes to the game, so we don't know. I am so excited. I got a birthday coming up. I'm gonna be 47 years old, and all my younger friends don't say that. They're like, ooh, you're getting old. What does that feel like, old man? Feels like this. There was a time in my life I look at beautiful young women and I think to myself, ooh, the things I could do with you. Now, at 47, I look at beautiful young women and I think, is your mama single? Last Monday, I was in Nashville auditioning for Last Comic Standing, and they said I was too nasty. Because I told this joke, I'm going to tell it for y'all. Are you ready? Yeah. I'm sorry, I forgot my black person or white person dictionary. Is that okay with everyone? Here we go. Louisville, all my smoking friends are upset because they reinstituted the smoking ban, and all my smoking friends don't see how that could be done. They want to overturn it. I say, here's what you do. Smokers team up with gay people. That's the perfect coalition. Think about it. Smokers, gay people, you both like to put something in your mouth to make some of us uncomfortable sometimes. And when you're done, there's some butts you don't want to deal with. God loves you, so do I. Enjoy the rest of the show, y'all.
Too nasty? I think not! Big John Rechinger, give me a big hand right there. One of the many comedians up tonight trying for the Boston Comedy Festival, and I got a little pissed off right now. I walked back to the cashier's office to pick up my check for the night. This is what was waiting for me. It is a coupon for 2 White Castle hamburgers. But it's not even a whole coupon. You have to fill out an online survey. Thanks, Tom, you cheap bastard. Here you go. Since you seem to be such a lively member of the audience tonight. Oh, is this a date tonight? Because, you know, I really didn't get into the whole MC thing, like, do we have any birthdays and anniversaries? Because I know you're here for the comedy, right? You seem like a comedic-based audience, are you not, right? I didn't have to go into the rules about talking amongst yourself, because you all were very good. You know what to do out here. I don't have to go through that crap, do I? Okay, good. But are there any birthdays or anniversaries after that? Yeah, okay, I know. You're going on your first date and, blah, blah. Who gives a shit, all right? No, we do. We care, don't we? What is it? Is it a birthday or is it an anniversary or what?
Birthdays. Both of them March 4th.
Both of them on March 4th. Are they like, unidentical twins or something like that? Twin sons of different mothers, different brothers? Is that right?
They're brothers from the mother.
Is that right? You wouldn't be having from Eastern Kentucky or anything like that. Because I have several cousin brothers too, but they were like adopted. I don't know. You ready? Are you ready for your next comedian? Hey, let me remind you though, the funnier, this will be a lot funnier if you drink a lot more. This guy's taking a lesson right here. I've noticed he's gone through 3 already. It's only the first comedian. That's all right. I got to get up at 3 in the morning. I'm supposed to be at the station at 3 in the morning, which means I'll get up at about 3:15. So are we ready for our next comedian? This guy, one of the guys I've been watching for a long time, very recognizable face among Louisvillians that's in the comedic audience. You've seen him on A&E, you've seen him on Showtime, but he wants to go back to Boston for the Comedy Festival. Bring him up, give him a big round of applause, Mr. Bob Bass.
Jim Bullitt right there. Thank you very much. Jim Bullitt, go nuts. He's nuts. Big John, go nuts. Big John. Okay, good. Great. Okay. How many came here because they had nothing better to do? Me too. Nice. I am from here. I want to get that straight. I'm from Louisville. I go way back. I know Muhammad Ali by his old name, Walnut Street. Thank you. Okay, that's the only local joke I'm going to do there. See? It's the Boston Comedy Festival. The rest of the local jokes will be Boston local jokes. So I want you to pretend you know what I'm talking about. All right, now I'm going to tell you in Bostonian. Pretend I know what you're fucking talking about. There you go. Good. Anyway, I lived in Boston for 6 years. I moved up there. I'll tell you why it happened, because the roads are different. The roads are different. Up there they got something called a rotary. You may have been up there. You seen? It's like a circle in the middle of the highway. No reason. All the traffic goes in. Some of it comes out. People crash and burn and start new communities right there. If you got your maps of New England, you look, there's towns in New England like Adams. They look for the town, they don't make it there, they start a new town. It's like Adams, Adams Center, North Adams, South Adams, East Adams, West Adams. Where's Adams? Must have passed it, could have gone to where the fuck's it. Let's just live here. These are actual New England towns. Yeah. So anyway, I drove in there. I went up there to do a show, and I got on this. And people, they're bad drivers. You can hit people up there. It's like, you got me. He's a better driver than I. That's the way they talk. They talk funny. He's got me. You just hit people. They don't care, man. I was on this thing up there. It's called Storrow Drive. Now let me describe that to you. It's a road, and it comes to the end, pretty close to the water there in Boston. It's a place where all the roads in New England kind of meet at one spot. And you have a 30-second, you got a split second to make up your mind which one you want while you're going around a rotary with a semi-trailer on your ass filled with nuclear waste. And you've got choices: Maine, New Hampshire, Guam. And I did a smart thing. I did what a Kentuckian would do. I just, you don't know, you just stop, pull over, okay? All right. Now, when you do that, that's really a stupid thing to do in Boston, because they see weakness and they kill. They're like, everybody's hitting me, and I'm getting out. I'm running for my car as it explodes, and I turned around, and no shit, it's still there. I look over, there's a sign that says, "If you lived here, you'd be home now." So I moved in. I had no choice. I towed my car away right away. I lived there. I was there through all the crazy stuff, and then I had to leave because I had to come back here because I owed money up there. But I want to go back there because I owe money here. And I'd like you to help me with that. At any rate, now let's talk to you people a little about some. Are there any married people here? Do I have any married people? Okay, one guy, and one guy in the front, sort of applauding. You had to do that. What's your name, sir? Frank. Frank, is this your wife, Frank? Just checking. Thought he might be a congressman or something. All right, sorry. God bless you, Frank. Okay, real quick, Frank. How long have you been married?
21 years.
Ma'am, is that right? Okay, 21 years. Excellent. You got it right. You're good. You're home. You don't have to worry about it. No more. But guys get that wrong. Everywhere I go, there's get a guy with his wife. Frank could be married 2 days, 200 years. Simple question. How long have you been married? And they just kind of... And then they do a really dumb thing. They look to her for help. She's in charge of space and time now. I have no idea. 20. You should be getting pretty smart by now. Then. Great. You don't have to. That's right. You don't have to answer. You're doing fine. Yes, dear. Guys don't learn anything till they get married. That's true. Because until then, you've always been right. I love that joke. You get a three-way reaction on that one. You get women laughing right away, and single guys going, "Huh?" And married guys like Frank going, "That's funny, and I can't laugh right now." Yeah. There's 5 rules of marriage. Rule number 1, she makes the rules. Rule number 5, she changes them. That's all you need to know. The rest is just duck and cover. Did you have a house before you got married, Frank? No, smart. You found him like in the street somewhere and drug him in, cleaned him up. He'll change. That's good. Yeah, guys don't learn anything. That's the thing, man. You don't want to have a house before you get married. There are probably single guys in the room here who don't know that or screwing that up. They're thinking, I need to get my own place and get all my stuff and everything where I want it. And then someday if I get married, my wife will just bring her stuff over and move in. She'll just love it. Guys, you got to get rid of your stuff before you get married. I mean, you can't keep it. It's like I do. Her stuff goes in the house. That's what a house is. It's a place for her stuff. The house is like a big purse to a woman. Yeah, she's going to fill it with stuff you never heard of. You don't know what it's for, and you're afraid to touch it. Your job is to bring it in, set it where she wants, and make payments on it. That's all you need to know. I know. I brought my wife in, set her down. She started picking my stuff up, carrying it out, throwing it away. We need new carpet, new wallpaper. Motorcycle parts do not belong on the coffee. But the house looks good. She's probably sitting at home right now in that lazy girl recliner. Maybe eating one of them Swanson's Hungry Woman dinners. Maybe checking out the hers and hers closets. My wife wears my... Here's the thing I didn't know. My wife will throw away my clothes if she can't wear them. Like, why did you throw it? Because I can't wear it. When I first got married, I didn't realize that she could wear. Women wear guys' clothes. They wear all your clothes. They don't care how big the clothes are. They like them baggy, and they don't care what they're doing when they're in them because it's not their clothes. And it's not fair. You can't wear her clothes except, certain parties, special bars. But she looks good in my clothes. It's okay sometimes. She's got 4 sisters. They borrowed clothes from her. I went over last Thanksgiving. Everybody's wearing my clothes. And right in front of everybody, she tells me I dress stupid. Why'd you wear that? Well, it was left. I don't know. She wears her clothes, her friends' clothes. I don't know. People fight about dumb stuff when they get married. My wife and I are still having our first fight. She says I snore in my sleep. I'm pretty sure she shops in hers. All I know is I wake up, there's new stuff, later we get bills. My wife's great, I love her, but she spends like Congress. Yeah, like Congress. Household budget deficit keeps getting bigger. She writes checks against future income. And she stays up late at night, gives herself raises, and doesn't tell anybody about it. Yeah, but we love her. She's the incumbent. She does a good job, and we want to keep her in there. Do you take him shopping with you? No, why not? I mean, is he a problem shopper? He doesn't enjoy guys can't stand shopping with their wife. That's like torture. Because what?
Because his prices, he thinks, they're all
His prices are all wrong.
Well, no. He thinks they should be what they were 20 years ago.
20 years ago is what they should be. Right, you're damn straight they should be, yeah. They should be cheap like what they were 20 years ago. I'm guessing, yeah, you're right. But today, oil, $108 a barrel. And I don't know, I never bought it by the barrel. How many oil changes can you get from a barrel? I'm not sure, but $108 a barrel, that's, and drugs are expensive, and I'm not talking about illegal drugs. That's a value, because you're getting something for your trouble. But I'm old. Prescription drugs cost too damn much. You go to the doctor, and it's like, well, here's what you need. It's $350 with your insurance. Okay, how about the generic? $250. How about the placebo? How about I just get it from the tap water? It's in the tap water, right? Anyway, I gotta go. Thanks. Stick around. Look at this guy. Jim Bullock, formerly known as
Danger Boy! That's all right, I'm proud of that, man. People ask me all the time, do you like to be reminded that you were Danger Boy? Hell no! I wore a cape and tights and I'm proud of it, just like you. Of course, I didn't do it just to get laid. I got paid for it, man. Did I ever tell you? I mean, of course I didn't tell you. I just met you tonight. I met some guy in Coyotes who told me he was Danger Boy one night. He was dressed in an old... Helping him get laid. How pathetic. Would you go out with a guy that wore cape and tights? No, yeah, exactly. Anyway, you having a good time tonight so far? An all-star lineup, 2 all-star comedians so far, and you got nothing but the same guy coming up all night long. But first, got to do my MC stuff. Remember to tip your waiters and waitresses and that kind of stuff. You look like a professional drinker. You don't have to be reminded about that. You know, the more you tip, the more you drink. The more you drink, the funnier this shit is, right? Right. And let's give a big hand to the Comedy Caravan, Louisville's longest running and most successful comedy club. And let's thank them for hiring the handicap for the Blind Bricklayers Union right here. Doing a wonderful job right there. Are you ready for your next comic coming up? Auditioning for his spot of superstardom at the Boston Comedy Festival. Come on, let's get it going. Let's go. Because this guy, he's a local. He's done good. You've seen him on Showtime. He opened for the immortal Henny Youngman. Bring him up, Mr. Amos Chang!
How about a big hand for the acts you've seen so far tonight? Hey, how you doing? Thanks for the clap. Appreciate it. All right. I saw the look on some of your faces when Jim said Amos Chang, and I walked out. Says, you ain't Chinese. That's a fact. I'm Irish-French, which means I get really drunk and then surrender to somebody as soon as possible. I actually don't drink that much anymore, man. I just can't drink like I did when I was younger. Hell, 1 drink, I can feel it. 2 or 3 drinks, anybody can feel it. Give you a minute on that one. Yeah. We're trying to chase George Bush out of office like a pack of hungry dogs, aren't we? He's a smart man. You know what he did? He stopped, turned around, he's going to throw everybody a $600 bone. That'll get off his heels right there, won't it? Because I need money anyway. Hell, I got the bill collectors calling me, man. That's no fun. They call you anytime, day or night. Hey, when can we expect our payment? Evidently, that ship sailed. You can expect it anytime, mister. Probably not going to get it. Well, we were looking forward to our payment. Well, you know, hope springs eternal. If we send you a check, you got nothing to look forward to. Who am I to piss on your Cheerios, baby? I'm from Kentucky and right here in Louisville. My family's from Eastern Kentucky. My grandfather was the only head of a mafia family ever from Kentucky. Yeah. His name was Antonio Chang. Ran the moonshine racket. Had a big beef with the Godfather of New York about money. Had to come down to Eastern Kentucky for this big meeting. Godfather of New York looked at my grandfather so disrespectfully and he said, Don Chang. Don Chang, you think we have cheated you? We have not. We're much too powerful for you can never deal with us. My grandfather just looks back at him, this icy cold Eastern Kentucky Godfather stare, and he said, I'm gonna kill you. By God, that'll strike fear in your heart right there, buddy. They got even with my grandfather. A couple days later, he woke up and the head of his prized possum was right there in bed. No, they're not going to send me to Boston, okay? I don't know what they'd do if they ever heard a good possum joke in Beantown. Trying to quit smoking a little bit. I tell you what, the smoking's a bad thing. It's terrible for you. I heard myself wheezing one day for the first time. You know, I was walking down the block, and then I heard that wheezing thing. Hell, I thought somebody in squeaky shoes was following me in front. Went to see my doctor. I told him, I said, man, I'm smoking cigarettes wondering. He's listening to my lungs with that stethoscope thing. He said, your lungs are jingling. I said, I'm a chain smoker. Chain smoker! All right, it sucks. I know when they suck. Come on, Quill. I said, well, what's wrong with me? I feel terrible. He said, I'm not sure exactly what's wrong with you, Amos, but an autopsy's going to tell me a whole lot more. Autopsy. He's dead, see? Yeah. I learned about a mental disorder the other day, and it just, some things you have an epiphany, there's a mental disorder, it's called anhedonia. It's the inability to enjoy very simple pleasures in life, like a picnic, a sunset, that kind of thing. Only one person out of every several 100,000 people has this disorder. Only 2 women in the entire state of Kentucky have this disorder. It seems incredible to me I could have married both of these women. Oh, yeah, ha, ha, ha. Yeah. My first 2 wives, now, both of them, their family, they were tough German immigrants. They were tough Germans. They came over on the Hindenburg. They were tough Germans. Thank you, history buffs. Oh, the humanity. Thank you, Jim. But this, I am married right now. I'm on my 3rd wife right now. I'm not on my 3rd wife right now. That's kind of silly. She's the one for me, though, boy. We've been together for 19 years. We got married in 2000. We got 3 kids, 2 of them adopted. As soon as we find a home for that 3rd one, damn it, we got it made. Come on. The third one's really ugly, and so I don't think we're going to be able to. And he's 23, so a few problems. I was a policeman here in Louisville for 5 years, back in the 70s. Thanks, I feel the love. I grew up downtown Louisville, which is, is a rough part of town, and you're kind of a product of your environment. You do what you can to survive every day. Like me, I live with wolves and slept under the bridge. They asked me a question when I was going to join the police department when I went through the review board. They said, what's the first thing you would do if you happened to cross an accident victim in the road? I said, check for jewelry. They didn't think it was that funny either, really. They wouldn't let me work with people. They made me ride one of these German shepherds that sniffs cocaine. That cost me $100 a day. Of course, he hardly ate anything, so I saved a lot of money on food. And I could sleep while he drove the car, so that was good. His name was Sniffles. Big black nose, big white stripe across it right there. Weirdest arrest I ever made when I was a policeman. Weirdest arrest. Locked up a guy one night for wife beating. Yeah, guy wasn't even married. He's just going around door to door. Some beliefs you carry out through your entire lifetime, and so far I still believe what I did 30 years ago. I didn't think that a younger person, or anyone for that matter, should have a permanent criminal record for having a little pot with them. I just think that's just over the line a little bit. No, don't need all that. But you can share. But still, no, I just didn't. And if I pulled over somebody like that, especially a younger person, I'd just take their little bag and say, it's okay, you go on home, son. We're going to burn this. All right, one at a time. Okay, it's for Sniffles, damn it. He needs to take the edge off the Coke. He's crazy. Thank you guys for listening. I appreciate it.
Amos Chang. And what courage it takes to admit you were a Louisville police officer. Way to go, Amos! Are we having a good time yet? Are you having a good time? You're not drinking nearly enough. That's your problem. You need to imbibe some more alcohol. And then you need to tip your waiter or waitress generously. Yeah, a waitress. I'm not sure what it is. Boys, girls, in between. They can all serve alcohol. Are you ready for your next comedian? Auditioning for the Boston Comedy Festival. This guy, I had the pleasure of opening for this guy when I was doing this, being a comedian. Of course, a lot less successful than these guys you're seeing tonight. This guy, you saw him, he was a finalist on Star Search. That's American Idol for, our generation. You remember that? He was a finalist on Star Search. He has some weird thoughts. You're going to think, how in the heck is this brother thinking that? Welcome into the stage, Mr. Tim Northern.
Y'all keep going for Danger Boy right there. Danger Boy. That's how I remember that cat. Danger Boy, one of my favorite superheroes. He was a hero to me. All right, what's happening, man? How you feeling? That's good. I feel good too, man. I do, man. I got healthy, man. I got healthy. I got clean. I'm good now. Everything's good. Take my family on vacation next year. We're going to the non-Smoky Mountains. Yeah, man. Found Jesus. Yes, I did. He was in Mexico. He was all over that place, man. He was cool. We were hanging out, man, me and Jesus. He was nice. Walking on the beach, man, me and Jesus. Walking on the beach, man, just walking, hanging out, talking, chatting it up. And I noticed like one set of footprints in the sand. So I was looking around and stuff. Yeah. He was on my back. I'm like, what you doing, Jesus? You crazy, man. He was. Started getting out tuna fish sandwiches. He was nice, man. Hanging out. She's all right, man. Yeah. I found out that I can't eat rat poison. Yeah. For real, man. I'm rat poison intolerant. Yeah. Paramedic told me. He said, so stop eating rat poison, man. So I quit. It was tough, man. Had to go on the patch. Thank God for the patch. It saved my life, you know. They got patches for everything these days. You want to quit smoking, they got a patch, you know. Birth control, they got a patch. Yeah. If you got an eye missing, they got a, yeah, for real. Got a patch. You know that's hilarious. That's hilarious. You know it. He's all mad at me. Don't get mad at me, sir. I love you. I do, man. I'm from Nashville, Tennessee. That's my hometown. I am the product of I'm the product of a biracial marriage. My father was African American and my mother was black. So yeah, it's true. It's true. Found out my grandfather was colored. So I'm dealing with that. You know? That's what I'm dealing with. My grandfather was colored. I did some research into my family background. I found out that my great-great-grandfather was George Washington Carver. Yeah. Apparently, he used to carve little bitty George Washingtons. Yeah, out of peanuts. Man, he was a real artisan. He used to roast them up, you know, serve them at parties. People like, man, these are some great George Washington peanuts. And these Franklin Mint. Okay, there was a Lincoln cheese log in that too, but I figured, you know, I'm gonna leave it at that. That's crazy. That's crazy, sir. That's crazy talk. But yeah, man, life is cool. Life is all right, man. I travel a lot. I was in Las Vegas, man. Las Vegas. I was at the airport, right? I saw my favorite magician at the airport, David Copperfield, my favorite. I collect autographs, right? So I went up to him and I tapped him on the shoulder and turned around and it wasn't him. That guy's good. He was a beautiful woman all of a sudden. Oh, damn, dude, sign right here. He signed and stuff. He was cool. I try to give back to the community as much as I possibly can. I really do. I am civic-minded. I originally performed at a politically incorrect fundraiser. It was politically incorrect. We raised a lot of money for retards that night. It was, yeah. For real. Yeah, some fag asked me to do it. I was like, yeah, I do this show. It's politically incorrect. What? Politically incorrect. I know. It's crazy. I performed, I went to, actually I attended a fundraiser. It was strippers performing to raise money for body art for underprivileged children. It was a good thing, man. It was a good thing. It was called Tits for Tats for Tots. And I thought, that is something. I can put some dollar bills behind y'all. It's a good thing, man. thought I would open up a doggone license plate pressing factory. I thought about it. What I'm gonna do, man. I was like, I'm gonna jump into it. So I looked into it, and so I took this 7-year apprenticeship. But I did it in 5. It was cool. I was that good. I was really, really good. That's stupid, man. I got a light. I just got a light. It was like, Tim, it's time to get off. So I'm gonna leave out with this joke. This is a new joke, and I hope y'all don't get mad at me for this one. Because it's dirty, and please don't get upset about it, please. The good people of Louisville and Southern Indiana and Boston. I like to go camping. Like last year I went camping. Me and a friend went down to the bottom of the Grand Canyon, right? We did one of those things. And the next morning, like I woke up and my friend, he had his dick in my ass. And yeah, and I was really taken aback. I was like, wow, what? I was like, please, man, please remove your penis from my donkey. She was my donkey. Thank y'all very much. That's my time. Y'all have a good night.
You can call him ingeniously funny or deeply disturbed. Tim Northern right there. Dick in the ass. I get it. How's the visual of that one, sweetheart? Yeah, you imagine that? I don't like to either. That's their job, though, these guys. They sit around and think of insane shit for you to laugh at. And they're pretty damn good at it. Almost as good as he is at pounding out bourbon. Having a good time, sir? I have a feeling the way you drink, you'd have a good time at an insurance seminar. Is that right? Thought so. Are you ready for our next comedian? All auditioning night for a lucrative spot in the Boston Comedy Festival, one of the most prestigious comedy festivals in the country. Are you ready for your next comedian? I didn't hear an answer. Because this guy deserves it. National acclaim. He's one of the most recognizable faces in comedy, especially around this area. Subject of a 48 Hours piece called The Road Warrior. I understand they called it that because he with huge horse cock was taken, right? Hey, I can say that now. The Dick Jerry, Tim broke the dick barrier joke. Are you ready? Let's bring you up. Give him a big hand, Mr. Mark Klein.
Well, thank you very much. Who are we in Kentucky? What are we about? We make bourbon, we make baseball bats, we make tobacco, we make racehorses. Our state motto is, if it kills you, we make it. That's our motto. Okay with that. We live together in the miracle of a functioning, capitalist, Western democracy. You're going to have bad habits, that's okay. Don't have them all at one time. When I was young and foolish and drinking a lot, had a pretty good time. When I went flat broke, I still had a pretty good time. You don't ever want to be drunk and broke. Drunk and broke is real bad. I was so drunk and broke one night, I took a drink out of a beer bottle, had a cigarette butt floating in it. Yep, and I did it for the nicotine. Here's a list of my bad habits, pretty short list at that. I'm a middle-aged man from Louisville, Kentucky. I go to Churchill Downs racetrack every chance I get. I love horse racing, that's my passion in life. 3 words on drinking. I like it. I like to drink. I'm over 21. I live in a free country. I don't need to hear from people how much to drink, when to smoke, what to eat, who to like, how to behave, what kind of toilet, what kind of light bulb. I'm all grown up and I don't want to hear it. I'm at a bar one night, this guy says to me, the answer to your problems is not in the bottom of that bottle. I said, you're right, and I bought me another one. I did, because you don't know which one they're going to put it in. I'm an adult. I know when I've had enough to drink. I throw up in a police car. That's when I've had enough to drink. Should you drink or not? That is your personal choice to make. This is the miracle of a functioning Western democracy. That's your choice to make, and I respect that choice, whatever it is. But before you make that choice, consider this. If you took about 10 acres of corn, a Kentucky farmer knew a little bit about chemistry, give him a charred white oak barrel and wait 8 or 10 years, you would end up with a pretty good bottle of Kentucky bourbon whiskey. Corn distills out at a ratio by weight of 2,500 parts to 1. Shot glass has about 4 bushels of corn in it. That's right. The Medical Association recommends you consume 6 servings of vegetables each and every day. So I'm just trying to save you some time. Bad habits. I love red meat. I love a good steak. I don't apologize for that. Steak eaters, I'm here from you. Steak eaters, clap for me, please. Good. I don't need to hear from those who know better for me how to live my life than I know how to live it for myself. I had somebody tell me one time, Mark, you should not eat red meat. Beef will give you a heart attack. My dear friends, coronary disease is virtually unknown among cattle, and they are made of beef. Bad habits, it's okay. Because we live together in the miracle of a functioning Western democracy. You're going to have some bad habits. You are freer to pursue your dreams in America than any place else in the world. How do we know? We keep score. At the border. Every day. And the score last week was 43,620 to nothing in favor of the home team. And you are the home team. 43,000 to nothing. That means we beat the point spread and the over-under. 3 gamblers. Good to have you in the audience. Good. All right. You are free to pursue your dreams in this country. Therefore, pursue big dreams. This year I pursued a Kentuckian's life dream. I bought my first thoroughbred racehorse. Thank you. This is so cool. You get to name your horse. All Kentuckians know this. When you name a thoroughbred, there's a racetrack tradition. Your first choice for horse's name, you try to combine mother's and father's name. It's called the sire and the dam line. For example, the 1987 Kentucky Derby won by a horse named Ali Sheba, trained by Jack Van Berg, ridden by Chris McCarron. They named Ali Sheba after his father, a famous stallion named Alidar, and his mother, a brood mare named Belsheba. They called their fabulous chestnut yearling Ali Sheba. Okay? Okay. We used a stallion named Prickly Ruler and a brood mare named Bad Hair Day. We named it Dick Cheney. Oh, I will tell you, I'm a lover of politics and a student of history. Vice President Richard Cheney happens to be my favorite American politician of all time, now and forever. For one reason and one reason only. He went hunting with a lawyer and shot him. You don't impeach a man like that. You clone a man like that. Next on the list, New York governors. Who knows? Anyway. I do have a racehorse. I have a 4-year-old chestnut filly named Oracat. Something else I'm being from Kentucky. If you're from Kentucky, where your horse comes from is more important than where you come from. A Kentuckian knows his horse's genealogy further back than his own family. She's a 4-year-old daughter of the sire Scatmandu. She's a granddaughter of $500,000 sire Stormcat. She is a great-granddaughter of Secretariat. Her mother's side traces back to '64 Derby champion, the great Canadian colt Northern Dancer. The blood of Kentucky's equine royalty courses through her veins. Names that thunder at you out of the past. Bold Ruler, Seattle Slew, Whirl Away, the Mighty Citation. And she cannot run worth a fuck. It is unbelievable. She's killing me. She's killing me. We spent $25,000 on this filly, As you know, you don't get the fastest horse in Kentucky for $25,000. We got her at Sam's Club. She had her first race a year ago at Churchill Downs. She broke 11th in a field of 12. The horse that she beat out of the gate apparently had laid down to foal.
Gates open.
But I'll tell you something. When it's your horse out there, it's like your kid. You don't give up on your kid. You don't give up on your horse. We gave up on this one. She was passed in deep stretch by 2 Amish couples and a glacier went flying by. She's a dream pursued, perhaps failed, because in this country you are free to pursue your dreams. You're free to have comedy festivals any city you wish. I will leave you with this thought. There are no comedy clubs in nations that are not free. There could be no such thing. There are no comedy clubs in Syria, in Egypt, in Libya, Somalia, Yemen. There are no comedy clubs in Bahrain or Qatar. There can never be a comedy club in the North Korea of Kim Il-jong, or the Venezuela of Hugo Chavez, or the Cuba of Jimmy Carter's best friend, the Castro brothers. Only the free Western democracies permit you and I this extraordinary freedom. So use it wisely, use it well. Thank those who defend it. Use it to come see me again sometime. Bye-bye.
Klein, ladies and gentlemen. An IQ of 162, and that's what he chooses to do with it. What do you think about that? God bless him. God bless him. God bless all the guys. Let's hear a hand for everybody who's up tonight. These guys live, breathe, and eat for your laugh. So you ready to give it up for some more of them coming up? Because they're auditioning for one of the most prestigious comedy festivals in the country tonight, the Boston Comedy Festival. Jimmy Q, that's this guy right here. He's the one doing living the life. He's back there enjoying drinks, watching this. So give him the love. Are you ready? I'm sorry. Am I bothering you? I'm sorry. Oh, I am. Would you like to get a room? You know what to do if you perhaps would get a room? Good job, man. That's where the alcohol comes in, right? Because God knows she wouldn't go with you anywhere other, right? I hear you, man. Nuts, baby. Alcohol, helping guys like me get laid all through the ages. Are you ready for your next comedian? I've been talking about recognizable faces. This is one of the most recognizable faces in comedy. You saw him in Punchline with and Sally Fields. You saw him on The Tonight Show, multiple network appearances. Give him a big hand, Mr. Marty Polio.
Hey, thanks. So getting your comedy dollars worth tonight, huh? Wouldn't you say? Yeah. These guys are funny. They have great stuff. They say it so quickly, it's hard to write it down. Little joke, you know. Go around stealing people's acts. Anyway, I was thinking about this earlier on the way over here. It's kind of funny because I was camping and I saw that there was a dick in my ass. Thank you. Thanks. I said, "Get that out of my donkey, you bastard," or something. New stuff. I just wrote this a few minutes ago. I was trying it out. It's going really well. But you've seen a lot of stand-up already, and I know, you're ready for a change, and I thought I'd throw in a little variety, because tonight we've got kind of a Vegas-y kind of, turn this into a little bit of a stage spectacular. I got some, I know you're ready for some magic, and I came prepared for you feeling this way. I brought a few things. It's a magic routine. It's choreographed to music. No speaking to cheapen it. Just choreographed the music like the great magicians, the greats, Milli Vanilli. Who else? Harry Houdini, and Kitchen Magician. He was good, but brought my own music. I mean, it's choreographed to music. Hey. This magic routine, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not doing this to trick you or to fool anybody. I'm not even doing this to entertain you. I'm going to do this, however, to remind us all of the magic that's in our lives every day. Thank you. Thanks. I do kids' birthday parties too. Find you people immature. I'm gonna go. Thanks a lot, Marty Polio.
Mr. Magic, ladies and gentlemen, available for your child's party. I bet you're the kind of guy that would hire somebody like that, wouldn't you? Yeah, that's right. Are you ready? Are you ready? Our next comedian up, our next one to audition for the infamous Boston Comedy Festival. And may I suggest, on a personal note of my own, the more you drink, the funnier this shit is. Because I was just dying laughing over that. Our next guy I have a personal relationship with. He actually, I don't know, Tom, maybe you can clarify the first person to play Tom Mabe's bits on the morning show, where you may remember him from Revenge of the Telemarkers. You can see him very soon on a new syndicated cable show called Mabe in America, Mr. Tom Mabe. Bring
Jim Bullitt, Marty Polio, yeah, woo! It's good to be here, man. I heard about this Boston festival, and I drove all the way in from J-Town. Not a bad drive, not a bad drive. 15. Damn gas prices are going up. Yeah, that's crazy. Sad day when your car's Blue Book value doubles with a full tank of super unleaded, though. Watching the news, a lot of stuff going on in the news right now, a lot of stuff in our world. I tell you, I voted for Bush twice, but I probably ain't gonna vote for him a third time. I'm gonna throw it out there. You guys got a favorite presidential candidate? How about this Barack Obama? Kind of freaked out that his last name sounds a lot like Osama. And Hillary Rodham Clinton? Kind of freaked out that her last name sounds a lot like Clinton. That's right. They all got their own little topics and issues. And here's what I think about the illegal aliens. If they want to take American jobs, they should move to India. When's the last time you called American Express and talked to an American? You talk to someone pretend to be American. It's like, hello, my name is Andy. Your name ain't freaking Andy. Come on. A lot of stuff going on in the world. Britney Spears, she's in the news. That's crazy, man. Hey, did you ever think at the end of the day that Michael Jackson be a better parent than Britney? Yeah, at least Michael plays with his children, you know what I'm saying? That's right, I said it. I said it. And her kid sister's knocked up. That's cool. That's cool. I read that her mom's going to raise the baby. Because, you know, she did such a stellar job on the first two girls, you know. Being a parent's tough, man. I got kids. It's tough, man. We're trying to have another one because we're not happy the first two. And they're expensive. I pay $200 a week for daycare in J-Town. And you can't trust a daycare. True story. One time I went to pick my kid up from daycare. They gave me the wrong kid. I got home, my wife was pissed. I told you. Had to take the kid back. Hey, you get your crap because it ain't my kid. My kid is white. When you're married and you have kids, you gotta drive a minivan. That's right. My wife taught me to buy a minivan. Pretty sure the word minivan is Latin for pussy whipped. They're not cool, are they? I try to hip it up. I put a fear this sticker on the back of it. I notice the girls don't check you out when you drive the minivan. They see the baby seat and the soccer ball in the back window. Like driving a big-ass wedding ring, you know what I'm saying? I don't even wear a wedding ring. I don't have to. I can tell my wife I'm going to Panama City for spring break. Like, I don't care. Take the minivan. Can't listen to rap music in a minivan. You look stupid. Yeah, no matter how much you crank the bass up, it's still the doodle bops. You know what I'm saying? Get on the bus. Gonna take a bus ride. My second minivan, my last minivan had 183,000 miles on it. So I take it down to Swope dealership. And I'm gonna get me one of the leather interior and a DVD player and a Honda Odyssey. And you know you're getting old when you look at a minivan the same way you used to look at a Corvette. That's got the sliding doors on both sides. It's a badass minivan right there. The guy's like, Tom, we'll give you $500 on your old minivan. I'm like, screw that, it's a minivan. That's worth more than $500. So I take the wheels off of it. I put it in a trailer park. I built a deck around it. I got $500 a month now, man. That's crazy. I got 15 Mexicans living. That's pretty cool. You know? Put a roof on it. It's all right. It's good to be home, man. Good to be back in Louisville. I'm here for a couple weeks, and I got home. I checked my emails. I had 37,000 junk emails on my computer. You guys get the spam on your computer? How about this one? Increase your size by 6 inches. Yeah, what am I going to do with an 18-inch penis? Hey, you guys have been fun. I'm Tom May. Thanks so much. I appreciate it. Woo-hoo! Look at Danger Boy back up here. Woo-hoo!
Tom May, ladies and gentlemen. Check him out on CMT, the brand new show, Mabe in America. All about Tom May right there. I first met Tom. He was writing commercial jingles, just like Barry Manilow, your favorite, right? Oh, Mandy, you came and you gave without taking. I see you humming. You know. And I'm not just talking about the soon either, you know. Are you ready for your next comedian? Your next guy coming up. Because they just keep getting better and better. They're auditioning for one of the most prestigious comedy festivals. I've been drinking all night. I want you guys to be as funny as possible, but this guy, he just needs no inducement. He opened for Emo Phillips. I'm sure you know that guy, that name. Please welcome to the stage, Mr. Adam White.
Hey everybody, how you doing? Yeah? Nice. Hey, all right. All right. Well, first of all, the answer is no. I'm not sick. Nope. Or getting better. Sorry about the deception. I'm a vegetarian, so. I like being a vegetarian. The only thing I don't like about it is there are rumors out there that make it tough. Like sometimes when I meet a girl for the very first time, she'll ask me, being a vegetarian, doesn't that make it hard to build up muscle mass? I'm like, what? I just type no. Yeah. Thank you, Photoshop. Oh, all right. I'd like to play a song for you guys tonight. This is a serious song that I hope you guys enjoy. This is a song I wrote with my cat. And yes, I'm playing a library card. I saw Johnny in the bar that night, and he was in no shape to drive, and I said, Johnny, give me your keys. I saw Johnny standing at the bar again, and he was pounding beers and whiskey and gin. I said, Johnny, give me your keys. I saw Johnny walking towards the door. I said, Johnny, what would you want to do that for? Come on, Johnny, give me your keys. I stopped Johnny right outside his car. I said, Johnny, this is going a bit too far. Come on, Johnny, give me your keys. The last thing I saw of Johnny that night was the bright, bright red of Johnny's tail lights as he sped off into the distance. The next day I talked to Johnny's mom, and she said, meow, 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 $12,000. Thank you. We're very proud of it. Big music fan. I like music. And it's not a very profound thing to say, but I've always been a big fan of heavy metal. Metal fans, where you at? Yeah. All right. I like good metal. I like the good, the 80s stuff. I like almost all of that stuff, except there's one band I never really got into, and that was Twisted Sister. Just never really liked them that much. I kind of felt sorry for them. They had that song. It was like, we're not gonna take it. Yeah, I bet they'd take it now. So the phone's not quite ringing like it used to. I'm like, hello, State Fair. We'll take it. Click. He's taking off his apron. I quit. It's always been my goal is to find some kind of like hot heavy metal chick. Always been looking for that. I think I may have had a chance at her at one point when I was in high school. The first girlfriend I ever had, met her at a battle of the bands at my school. She was one of those goth chicks. She was dressed in all black. She had dyed black hair, black lipstick, a leather collar with a chain that came out. She had a shirt with a picture of a corpse on it. Oh. Yeah, she's got her eyes on me. Back up, guys. Yeah. She comes over. I was trying to get my game face on. I was like, lower shields to 50% power. What's up, baby doll? You know. She's like, what bands do you like? I was like, well, like Iron Maiden, Judas Priest, and Metallica. She's like, no way. I said, yes way. I'll show you my math folder. Yeah. She had all kinds of questions for me. She wanted to test my knowledge of Viking mythology. I was like, bring it on. She's like, you ever read Beowulf? I was thinking, does Grindel shit at the bottom of a lake? That's right. It's one of those times in my life where I think that maybe someone or something was listening to my prayers. And I wanted to give credit where credit was due, but I wasn't quite sure where I should give it to. But I finally made my decision. I said, "Thank you, Dragon Claw Necklace." Thank you. Yeah. So, I lost her though. Seems like every time I meet some girl, it's going great, and then something happens. Like this last girlfriend gets really serious on me real quickly. I think she was overestimating my financial capabilities. She's saying stuff like, "Hey, when we get married, can we get a cat?" I was like, let's be realistic about all this. You know, my parents ain't gonna let me bring another cat in the house. We got the songwriter one, that's about it. So, all right. I'll leave you guys here with a song. Oh my gosh, I missed it. I missed me. All right. Okay, here we go. The song for the ladies. A long time ago, the Dragon Lords conquered their foes. No, I'm just kidding. Those aren't the real lyrics. Like, what? No, I'm just kidding. These are giant scorpions. They are enormous. Giant scorpions. They are bigger than a house. They are bigger than anything you own. Or at least the stuff that fits inside your home. They got no gunpowder weapons or talents with screenwriting, but they are 20 horses tall. 20 horses tall, and I am talking about full-grown horses. Full-grown horses. Full-grown horses. Stacked. Full-grown horses. Stacked. Giant scorpions. Thank you guys very much. That was awesome. Yeah. That song was called "The Last Wish of Atlantis." I'm just kidding. It was Giant Scorpions. Thank you very much. My name's Adam White.
Thanks for the help up there, Adam. Sorry. I've been drinking heavily back in the background. Usually, because I get up at 2:30 in the morning, usually I don't get to drink at nighttime, so I'm taking advantage of tonight and drinking, which you should be doing right now. Are we having a good time tonight so far? Are you ready for our next comedian, is the question. Just a couple MC duties, just to remind you to, tip your waiters and waiters heavily, if you've been doing all night long. You don't have to wait till the check comes. You can just do it indiscriminately throughout the night. I'm sure if you hand them a $10 bill, $5, they won't turn you away and say, "No, it's not time to tip yet." Just go ahead and try it. See how fast you get that alcohol coming to your table. Works for me. I found that out. Are you ready, guys? Yeah! Our next comedian, aside from having the coolest name around, had a long history with this guy. Several network credits, too many to mention. We'll just bring him up right now. The comedian known simply as Cleveland. Give him a big hand.
Give it up for Jim Bullitt, man. He, I don't know how cool you guys are gonna be with the F word tonight, but I think we all can agree he's fucked up. Ooh, child. So what's happening in Louisville on a Tuesday night here? Woohoo! Yeah, I know. I pronounce it Louisville because I've noticed as a traveling stand-up comic, I go to a lot of towns, and here we pronounce it Louisville. But the further that you get away from Louisville, like Indianapolis, Cincinnati, Memphis, like that, the more they pronounce it where. So welcome to the show. It's been a while since I've been on this stage for a while, man. I've been a stay-at-home dad for the past 2 years. I took off the road so my wife can graduate from college. I've been a stay-at-home dad for the past year, and I'm like really happy when you hear comics say this shit all the time, but I'm really happy to be here. I've been stuck in a house for the past 2.5 years with a 2-foot-tall, little pot-bellied, half-naked little Flavor Flav running around my house all day. How much this cost, G? Pow! And it's hard being a role model and a leader to someone who thinks you're his butler. Like some billionaire playboy just walks into my room every morning, just still in his pajamas. Morning, Cleveland. Be having eggs this morning. Having eggs here, here, and a whole bunch over here. Very good, sir, very good. Whatever, man. I'm so proud of him. He's so cute and so tiny. My boy poops like a trucker, man. Oh, just chocolate napalm everywhere, man. Oh, I was changed a little diaper the other day. I flipped it open, looked like Shaq's middle finger. I'm like, where'd you get a championship ring? I'm just curious. You guys are cool with the poop jokes. You look like a pretty hip crowd. I don't know what we're doing. I don't know if we're doing the PG-13 or the R or you know what. I'll tell you up front. You know, my mother's been to my shows. My grandmother's been to my shows. I'm not really gonna say anything up here that's gonna make a grandma blush. You know, so let's all just hang out and relax and tell some jokes. What do you think? Cool. So I had to put my thumb up my cat's ass the other day. It's not what you think. I was actually establishing dominance. Because I get absolutely no respect from these cats, man. None! I was talking about, I got a cousin that's a vet, and he was telling me, yo, man, you put your thumb in a cat's ass, whole new level of respect. I go, they teach you that in vet school? Hell no, I learned that in the joint. People I hang out with, you know? I'm worried some of that shit's gonna just flow onto my boy because he's such a sponge right now. He's learning his little words. He's almost 3. He'll be 3 at the end of this year. I'm so proud of him because he's, hey, where does Play-Doh go? Daddy say on the table. That's right. Who gets to slam doors in this house? People who pay rent. That's right. Here's a cookie. You know, he's a little sponge, and it makes me nervous, you know, take him out in the world, because here's what kind of pisses me off. I try to live and let live and let live and let live, but I'm really getting tired of these young little white kids talking to me like they grew up across the street from me. You know? That's all I'm saying. You know, dude, talk like you grew up in a decent neighborhood. Yo, G, what's up, G? How you feeling, G? Why you tripping, dog? Why you play hate, dog? I decided next time somebody just talks to me like that, I'm just gonna talk back in a Korean accent. What up, G? How you living, G? You just chilling? I'm just kicking it too, G. What you up to? Why don't you buy something? What you say? Why don't you buy something? You come in the store all day long. You act like some rookie-roo. You never buy nothing. Why you talking like that, G? Why the fuck are you talking like that, G? I'm sorry to whip out the F word, but you know, whatever. Going all racial. I'm not mad at what Dog said a couple months ago. I'm really not. You know, he said that shit over his own phone. Yes, he did. Think about the crazy shit that you've said to somebody that's called your house for the 3rd 6 o'clock in a row. Right before you get that first forkful of tasty goodness up to your lips. Bring, and especially if they got an accent. It's always the same thing. Listen here, you insert racial profile here. I done told you 3 12-letter word times. I'm not interested in buying none of your 7-letter word, 4-letter words. Now why don't you hop your ass back on your animal that's indigenous to your country? Take your ass back to stereotype land. I was rocking the mic there for a second, wasn't I? That was cool. I always daydreamed about rocking the mic as a kid growing up in the 80s, man. I wanted to be a rapper first. I daydreamed about that shit all day long, opening up for Public Enemy, 30,000 fans at Madison Square Garden. Energy is palpable. Boom, 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 boom. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Cleveland. Crowd goes wild. But see, here's where the daydream ends, because I grew up in a white neighborhood, so I'd be like, heard it from a friend who, heard it from a friend who, heard it from a man. I did that for some college kids the other day. They looked at me like chewed food, like, what is that? You know? I got time for one more joke. I just got the light, and this next joke takes about 45 seconds, so here we go. Thank you guys for being so cool and listening to this stuff and hanging out. Cool? Cool. I daydream all day about the day when my boy turns 18, because there's this tradition in my family. The male sits down with the father on his 18th birthday, and the father says, listen, son, me and your mama have been planning this for 18 years, since the day you were born, since you're about to take off and all. I got a check in my hand for $50,000. I've taught you everything I can teach you about life. I've shown you everything I can show you about life. Take this money and do what you think is the right thing to do, because I got one more life lesson to teach you. Go to school, blow it, travel the world, I don't care. Neither does he. But if you take this check, don't ask me or your mama for anything for the next 4 years. And I'm looking forward to that day when my boy calls me back from his phone, sitting on his couch, hopefully at his dorm. He says, Dad. Yes, son. That check bounced. That's life. Thank you, guys. Thank you. My name is Cleveland. Thank you.
Get it? Check bounce. Get it? Get it? Come on, show some life there, buddy. Don't worry, your Adidas little cuckoo there, back. Yeah, I'm fucked up, so what? The fluff man for 32, remember? I'm not like the hard journalist. I'm like a John Bowl or anything like that, you know. I'm just the guy that does the bake sales and stuff like that. Oh yeah, like you wouldn't like the job. Come on. Are you ready for your next comedian? I don't know if he can, you know, compliment the cool hairstyle of Cleveland coming up here real quick. But this guy, I asked him, I said, how do you want me to bring you up? He said, just tell him I'm from Alabama. And that should be funny enough. Because that is, right? If you're from Alabama, if you survive, you've got to be funny like Mr. J. Scott Holman. Make a little like Heath Ledger. Get down tonight. Get down tonight.
Hey, how about a big hand there for old Danger Boy doing a damn fine job this evening. Here we are, by God, Louisville, Kentucky on a Tuesday night. Pinch me, thump me on the nut, I must be dreaming. Here I am with you. Party's down. Shit, look at it. You having a good time? I shouldn't be drinking at all the dang Prozac I take. If I gotta be depressed, I'm gonna be happy about it. I've been drinking rum and Pedialyte all day. I'm geeked up, bitch. It's fun. Look at us now, partying down. Some of you still wearing your Christmas shit. You look good. Still look good. I dressed up my damn self. I said, shit, I'm in L-Town. I'm wearing my new hat. I just found out my cousin's a metrosexual. He'll fuck anybody in the city limits. That's what his wife said to me. Woo! I'm gonna do an impression for you. This is me in 20 years. Hola, que paso? Bienvenidos, amigos, amigas. See, we're all got no Mexican. flooding across the border, gonna take your job if you got one. People say we need them. Some people say, oh, they do the jobs that Americans won't do. We ought to make them Americans. Then they won't fucking do that job anymore. How hard was that? That wasn't hard. Figure it out. Who's driving this bus? I think America will do the job if they get paid what's called a living wage. Now, America can be lazy. I'll grant you that. I see in the freezer section you can now buy a bag of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. If you're too lazy to make a damn peanut butter and jelly sandwich, you're probably too lazy to kill yourself. They need to put a sniper in a freezer section. Don't be lazy. A living wage. I go down on Rosie O'Donnell if the money's right. Get my back into it. Suitcase filled with gold, I put my taster in her waster, baby. Hold my nose, I'm clocking in. Hi-ho! Going to work. Don't be lazy. Don't go around licking people on the butt. Because I said that, that's nasty. For one. A lot of disease out there for another. You just can't go around kissing people on the anus. This ain't the 50s. SARS, you don't want dang SARS. Or AIDS. Or anything with initials. All them damn diseases, they come from somewhere else, if you take note. West Nile virus. Come on, how the hell we get it? They got the South Mississippi virus in Cairo. Over by the pyramid, losing teeth and IQ points. Yeah. Chicken flu's coming. It's gonna be a pandemic. You better deep fry. Mad cow and the crazy chicken. Barnyard's loco. Shut the gate. Hope we don't get rid of chicken. I love it. I enjoy it almost every day. I went to KFC today to get one of them mashed potato bowls. Shit, that's a little glop of heaven right there now. Start off with a generous portion of the world-famous mashed potato-like substance. Top that with corn. Everybody freaking loves corn. Chicken chunks and cheese and gravy. All the ingredients that make good shit are swimming around in that bowl together. It's good. Like a meat and cheese blizzard. Bring a spork. Shit, they try to sell us. It's a crazy ass world, ain't it? Good God Almighty. Stock market's gone to shit. You got any stocks? Like I got stocks. I recently got out of stock market. The Shanghai Pet Food Supply. Toy painting company. Don Imus Chicken and Ribs Ranch. Weird world. I think we learned a lot in 2007, though. Don't steal from OJ. You better not do that. Crazy world. Don't go tapping your foot in a Minneapolis airport bathroom unless you're looking for a soulmate, a Johnny on the spot. I didn't know that was one of them signals that you wanted some man loving in the bathroom. That's the only way I can go number 2 in a public place. I'm like Fred Astaire in there. I got online to find out what else might be construed as some kind of signal you giving off that you might not know you're giving off. Buddy, I found this out. Oh, whatever you do, don't ever make eye contact with another man, and then go. Don't do that. Not in the bathroom. Thank you very much.
He's from Alabama, and he's a Heath Ledger lookalike right there. All right. J. Scott Holman, give him a big hand. Just a parade of all-star talent, just like a parade of all-star drinkers right here. Are you taking care of that tab right there, buddy? All right? All right. Really? What do you got for me? $50. You were a drinking son of a bitch tonight, weren't you? Go ahead. At 15%, do you want me to help you figure that out? Okay. Yeah, I can. So you figured out 10% would be $5, and then 15% would be $2.50 on top of that, so it would be $7.50. You got that? But you did a good job. But noticing how inebriated you are, give her ahead and give her 10. Go ahead and give her 20%. What do you think? You think so? I'm giving my waitress 20% tonight. Right here at the Comedy Caravan, you ready for your next comedian wishing to be a part of the all-famous Boston Comedy... What the hell's going on here? Yeah, I've been drinking, so what the fuck, all right? I never get a chance being the fluff man from 32. Are you ready for your next comedian? I'm asking you individually right there. Are you ready? I know they are. But are you? You ready to go? You need any alcoholic right now? You okay? This next guy, a veteran of the Detroit Comedy Festival, and of course a regular on the Bob and Tom Show, giving a big hand, Mr. Keith McGill.
Hello, people! Look at all of you come for the comedy in the mall. That's fun. I don't know why they call this shit a mall. It ain't a mall. You know what I'm saying? They got a nail salon and a dollar store. It is not a mall. They are 2 steps away from a check cashing place and a wig shop. It is not a mall. They need to call it what it is, the PPP, the Poor People's Plaza, because that's what it is. All they need is a rent-a-center to complete the trifecta. I don't even go to malls anymore. I don't like malls. I went to a mall. I had a traumatic experience at a food court. I was attacked by one of those ninja women with a piece of bourbon chicken on a stick. You just standing in front of the pizza place. I think I'm gonna have it. Bourbon chicken, $3.99. I'm like, I'm gonna have a slice. You gotta have a slice. Bourbon chicken, $3. She starts stabbing me with a toothpick, hitting me with nunchucks. Back off, Lucy Lou. I just went over to Quiznos. I love Quiznos. I just like saying Quiznos. It's not like a Spanish cuss word. Dude, what happened to you? Oh, she kicked me right into Quiznos. You know? It's just fun to say. Oh, good deal. I'm glad you people are here. I drove a little bit to see you. I'm not good on a long drive. I need something fun to do, a game I can play. My favorite game, put my car on cruise control, try to never hit the brake. Ever play that game? Getting pissed at people in front of you. Speed up! Don't make me decelerate. Here's what you can do, make a little bit more fun. Add a rule like every time you hit the brake, you have to take a shot. That'll perk it right up. I'm slowing down, hit me. Oh, stop sign, I believe that is a Jaeger bomb. Somebody check the book. Good deal. I went on an actual cruise on a boat recently. I was on a boat, which, not a lot of black people take cruises because we have a history with boats. But I thought, why not? They're going to pay you free food. Come on. Of course, I checked, make sure my ticket was a round trip. You know what I mean? That's how they get you, buddy. Yeah, fool me once, shame on you. I'm going to be ready next time. Yeah, see Cruz my ass. We can read now, that is bullshit. I went to Mexico. Ever been to Mexico? It's a good time. I was trying to speak Spanish. Anybody try to do that? Try to speak Spanish? Trying to do all that high school shit you didn't even know in high school? I'm running around talking about ¿Dónde está la biblioteca? They didn't have one library, but I kept looking for it. They only let you do that so long that they just get mad. Like, you know what, sir? I don't have time for this, okay? Let's just hurry up. I speak English. Let's do it this way. Okay, I'm very busy with all these turistas. I'm working my Quiznos off. I don't have time. Driving around, I was lucky enough to find one of those country and western stations. Because they're very hard to find when you're driving around. And they play one of these songs, one of these oldies. These boots are made for walking. You know that song? Yeah. Well, there's a line in the song. The woman said, "You keep lying when you ought to be a truth in." A truth in. You can't just ing a noun and make it a verb. If you could, we would all be doing it. You know what, baby? This house is a mess. You need to be a brooming. Well, if you don't like the way I clean houses, you can just be a suitcasing. And I will be a divorcing and a new boyfriend. I saw a billboard that, you know, some of this shit, you can't even make it up. I'm just reporting at this point. I saw a big billboard the other day. All it said was, "Learn to read." I guess they mean right now. Here's your first lesson, go! Why would you have a sign like, if you can read, you don't need it? And if you can't read, you sit next to somebody, what's that sign say? Learn to read. Well, that was me. I just asked you a question. It's that time of year everybody's trying to tear up all the roads, bunch of construction. I had to drive in half a lane the other day. How the hell are you supposed to do that? I was up on two wheels like the Dukes of Hazzard. In Michigan, I don't know if you've seen this, they always have signs to protect the workers. The construction workers, they say, if you injure or kill a worker, $7,500 fine and 15 years in jail. If you injure or kill her, well, shit, you might as well kill her. You are going to prison either way. And when you get in there, it's not going to be these onesie-twosie criminals. It'll be some hardcore, like, why are you in here? I stabbed a man in the neck because he took the last piece of bread. Why are you in here? Funny story, Mad Dog. I bumped a worker with my car. Actually, I didn't hit him. I hit a barrel. Barrel hit him. So now I'm in here with you. Whee! I should just go ahead and bend over right now. Yeah. Save you a lot of cigarettes. Help me help you, man. College basketball's coming. I was watching the college. Yes, I was watching a game, and it was one of those games where the guy like did a miracle shot from half court, and everybody was like, "Woo!" Which I think people should do. It's very exciting. But the guy who made the shot doesn't need the people cheering. He's already having a good day. You need to have cheers for the guys not having such a good day. You know, like CLUMSY, we gonna lose. You know why? You clumsy. Woo! I said you clumsy. Woo! Sitting on the bench. Sitting on the bench. They're not gonna let you play until you raise your GPA. You're sitting on the bench. Thanks a lot, folks. Thanks for coming.
My brother from another mother, Keith McGill, right there. Give him a big hand. Are you having a good time because of the comedians? Or are you having a good time because of the alcohol you have imbibed for this morning? Kind of a mixture of both, isn't it? That's what I'm experiencing right now here. Are you ready for your next guy? Star of stage and screen! If you don't recognize this guy, well then, well, you've been in the comedy under a rock for a while. Please welcome my friend. And I wish I could tell the big cable special TV that he's about to star, but it's still under negotiation. So I don't want to jinx it. Bring him up, Mr. Rich Reagas.
How you doing, Louisville? Yes, just got back from Chicago. Everybody's been to Chicago, but I stayed at the Sheraton in Chicago, the nicest hotel in Chicago, and it was way too nice for me. I didn't just leave there with little soaps, honey. I got an iron, I got a coffee maker, I got some shit to take home, you know what I'm saying? And just in case you ever stay at the Sheraton in Chicago, keep this little tip in mind. All that nice brass hardware in the bathroom takes a Phillips head. You're a comedian, they put you up in the crappiest hotels in the world, man. Place I stayed a couple months ago, the maids didn't even service the room. There was used soap in a soap dish with hair on it. There was wet towels on the floor. There was a guy in the bed. I knew. And that's the most uncomfortable scoot over you'll ever have in your life, folks, right there. You gotta watch your pennies when you're a comedian too, man. Go to the grocery store. Let me tell you something, all right? Let me tell you something. You guys go to the grocery store, okay? You know what I'm talking about? There's some places you don't want to be seen doing business. Like the Coinstar machine. Oh, you can lie to yourself and tell yourself everybody at Kroger ain't staring at your broke ass, but they're staring at you. You stand in a grocery store with the last cash you got in the world in a shoebox, you done fucked up somewhere along the line financially. It's embarrassing going to the Coinstar machine. And where do they put it? Where do they put the Coinstar machine? Right up front. Right. No, better than that, lady. Right next to the bank. Where real people are making real transactions with real paper money, and you're over there ding, 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 ding. Woo! I'm a Coinstar, baby. Yeah. I noticed something the other day, profound at Long John Silver's. They got a bell on the wall. You seen it? There's a bell on the wall, a sign under it says, "Ring the bell if we did well." Hey, no. Ring the bell if we did well. Hey, man, the whole reason I'm eating here is because I ain't doing well. I don't want people to know about it. Every time you ring that bell, all it does is remind a dude in the back where he's working. Ding. Shit. I love Kentucky, man. I got a country-ass family, too. I'm so country, I got a cousin named Jed. Spells his first name G-E-D. What a surprise that is. And y'all know the dude I'm talking about, too, because every one of y'all's got this dude in your family. Every time he's broke, you got to come to your place and paint something. Tom Petty-looking fella. You know the dude I'm talking about. This fool won a $1,000 scratch-off ticket last July. Won a $1,000 scratch-off ticket and quit his full-time job. Quit it with style, too. Walked right up. Kiss my ass, man. I got me a new life. And with a flip of his mullet, he was gone. I love my country family. We were poor growing up, man. I hated being poor, and I hated getting hand-me-down clothes because I had 3 older sisters. See, when your parents don't have the money to spend, they got to improvise. You know, I didn't even have a G.I. Joe. Dad just took a grinder and sanded the tits off Barbie. Gave her a little haircut, smacked a little camouflage on her, you know. Out there playing with my buddies, they're like, "Dude, your G.I. Joe's a lesbian. That's cheating." We didn't have much, man. We had Saturday morning cartoons. Remember that sweet memory? 6 o'clock in the morning, Jack, you're plopped down in front of the tube in your undies. You got a bowl of Captain Crunch Jethro Bodine, couldn't finish. You remember that? Remember the mixing bowl full of Crunch? Got the crunch flying, milk dripping on the rug, TV cranked, and your mom comes downstairs bitching because you're 25 and still living at home. You know what I'm talking about? If you ain't laughing at that joke, it's because you got a couple of them Rugrats in front of your TV right now that you can't get rid of. Got old people in the family too, man. Old people got wisdom. I go to my grandpa's farm the other day. He's pouring a 5-gallon bucket of used motor oil on the ground right next to his house. I'm like, Grandpa, what the fuck are you doing? You can't pour used motor oil on the ground? He looks at me and goes, it came out the ground, didn't it? Damn, Socrates, I wasn't ready for that this early in the morning. I love this job. Got ADD though. I really do have it too, man. I feed my dog in a different room in the house every night. Bowl in a different room, because if I'm gonna have ADD, fuck it, he gonna have it too. Got the only dog in America going, where the hell's my bowl, man? I ain't got thumbs. I know I didn't move my bowl. Where's my bowl? I go, I don't know, bro. Help me find my keys and I'll show you. This is fun, man. Got started drinking wine. Who drinks wine? Yeah, you ever been to a wine tasting? All the wine tasting is rich people, place where rich people go to use big-ass words they got no business using. They're serious about it, too, man. The guy's holding up the light. And the guy next to me says, and I quote, I find this wine very pedestrian. Pedestrian, man. When's the last time you described something as pedestrian that didn't have 2 legs crossing the street? That's bullshit. Subtle, nutty, provocative. You know what tasted woody? The floor, I was hammered, dude. I was tore up at this thing. It's kind of oaky with a mint-waxy taste, really. Yeah, man, I'm saving up for a Harley. I want to get a Harley. They're expensive as hell, man. I got a buddy that comes by on his Harley, and he's like, hey, man, just jump on the back of my Harley. I'll take you for a ride. And I'm like, nah, that's way too gay looking for me, dude. I saw these 2 guys on Harley the other day, and they looked really gay because they were facing each other. Absolutely not. I learned something on a nature show the other day. You know what I learned? You know frogs don't drink water? They don't. They absorb it through their skins. You know that? I got an uncle like that with bourbon. You sit at the bar, all of a sudden your drink's empty, he's all moist. Hey, do deaf people need quiet time? Okay, if you're out there and you're deaf. I gotta go. I'm Rich Reagan. Thank you very much.
Rich Reagan's, give him a big hand. He'll make fun of the handicapped. Who gives a shit? Are y'all having a good time? I know you're all discussing something among yourself. I'm sure it's very important, right? Right? Oh, alcohol, definitely. I understand. Guys, we've been counting down to the last comedian of the night, and he's here. Are you ready for him tonight? You know, you heard about saving the best for last. This guy, one of the most recognizable faces here at the Comedy Caravan, and voted sexiest man ever. That's right, even above me. That wasn't a joke. Please give him a big hand, Mr. Will Hardesty.
Hi. Thank you, by the way, for being here. I hope everybody's in a good mood. I am, which is nice. The weather finally getting nice. This morning was so cool. I got up, I got a cup of coffee, a newspaper. I just went out on my balcony and just watched the squirrels fuck. It was a beautiful day. And, if I had done that last week, I would have had to have worn pants. So I'm very happy spring is coming. And, I am very excited. Today actually marks the 8th day I've been using Pantene Pro V conditioner, so I'm only 6 days away from healthy, beautiful hair. Well, things are gonna change then. I made a promise on that bottle. I'm holding them to it. Are we all excited about the election? No? Good. Well, this isn't going to work then, but I'm still doing it. I'm very excited. I don't know how you feel. I'm liking Obama. That's my guy. Okay, two people. Good. It's all right. I'm not telling you you have to. I just say I like him. 2 reasons. 1, the name. Obama. I mean, that's going to be so cool, like 20, 40 years from now when kids are having to study history, learn their presidents. Bush, Clinton, Bush, Obama. You know, it's just one of these things is not like the other. And I think that's very good, too. Plus, you know, traditionally it has been the job of African Americans to clean up the messes rich white people left behind, so he's uniquely qualified there. And frankly, I think it's time we had a black president. Because right now, I'm pretty convinced white people can't do it. Have you seen the guy we got now? It doesn't get much whiter. I'm really kind of starting to hate white people in general. And it's okay, I can say this because I'm white. We like to complain. A lot. And we have no reason to. I have an uncle who was convinced that white people were the last persecuted people in America, which is a joy to talk to him, because you get to hear like, oh yeah, who's looking out for the white man, huh? Huh? Oh yeah, the blacks and the Mexicans, they got their people. Who's looking out for us? Yeah, really, who is? And the president, sure. And, the vice president, unless you're hunting with him, he's looking out for you. And, 8 Supreme Court justices, 99 senators, 386 representatives. Yeah, but after that, we're on our own. It's a scary world. You need a posse. Which is not to say being white is all great. I mean, there are some problems, I'll admit that. I don't like keeping the brothers down, you know, but I'm the man, it's my job, I gotta do it. Frankly, I wish every so often we could switch up, you know, just as brothers hold us down. Maybe every February we could do that. It's Black History Month, and to all the black people out there, I'm sorry about that. That was really shitty of us. Here's a month to celebrate your history, but hurry up, it's the shortest one. And we're going to need a few days of that, too. So you might not want to make too much more history. That's how much white people suck. And I think it is amazing when you think about this country and its history. I mean, the founding fathers, Washington, Jefferson, they owned slaves. And Jefferson's were, you know, for the fucking, but he owned them. And we've moved on. I mean, we fought a war and we ended that, and I think that was great. And then, like, even my parents, they remember separate drinking fountains, which just blows my mind. And even myself, I remember when I was a kid, interracial dating was kind of something that was iffy. And now nobody cares. And I think that's a beautiful thing about America, is that we did have this kind of hatred between black and white, and we've moved past that. And now, you know, we hate Mexicans. It's a great step forward. That's a huge problem. You've heard about it, right? Mexicans taking our jobs. Oh, yeah, I'm worried. That's terrible. Last election, it was the gay people. Gay marriage, that was the big problem. Remember that? 2004. We outlawed it here in Kentucky. Just in time. I think we all remember 4 years ago, you could hardly get anything done just because of all the gay marriages going on. I just want to get some groceries. Could you please get out of the way? We outlawed it, and, you know, good because, you know, Kentucky, the gay capital of nowhere, really. But that was our biggest problem. And I could see some parallels between the gay rights movement, the civil rights movement. I mean, there's some differences too. I know some people get upset about that, but you know, because you think about like, okay, yeah, gay people never had to sit in the back of the bus, but you know, then again, black people never had to tell their parents they're black. That's got to be awkward. I probably shouldn't talk about it because I am way too Jewish looking. And, I'm not actually Jewish. I wish I were. You know, I'm in entertainment. It would help. I can pass for Jewish if I have to. I've been circumcised. Not recently. I was just a baby when it happened. I really didn't have a lot of say in the matter. Wish I did. I probably would have been, you know, hey, don't cut me there, please. I just got this thing. I kind of like to take it for a test drive before I decide whether or not I want the convertible. They just did it. I actually grew up Southern Baptist, which, yeah, nobody here because people are having a good time, and that's against the rules if you're a Southern Baptist. That's why I'm not one anymore. I'm not very religious at all. I kind of wish I were. I don't go to church, you know, because I insist on having it Sunday morning, and that's kind of my drinking it, sleeping it off time, you know. Later in the day, I pray to God and Jesus to take the pain away, so it's kind of a service. That's about it for me. I got no big closer. I just kind of ran out. Have a great night.
Will Hardesty, the most uncredited comedian on local morning radio. I guarantee it. Did y'all have a wonderful time tonight is the question. I know I did and probably would have even without the alcohol, but it made a nice addition.